It's your friendly neighborhood laser lady, and guess what? It's almost my birthday, and I have a feeling you have a birthday too, which means, that's right, all of our customers have birthdays. That's why it is so important to learn how to make custom cake toppers, cupcake toppers, all sorts of party supplies that you can easily sell to your customers. Not only will Inkscape make it super easy, it will take us just mere minutes to get these customized birthday treats prepared. So let's dive into it. The first thing you need to consider when making a custom cake topper is which font do you use? To make a one-color, one-piece cake topper, it is easiest to use a cursive handwriting style font. However, some of those have super duper thin parts that will make your laser cut piece much too fragile. Here on dafont.com, you can find a bunch of free fonts to suit your cake topping needs. For this tutorial, I am going to use a font called 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏 for its thick cursive look and 𝗁𝗵𝗲𝗃𝗏𝗃 for the comic book appeal. The first thing we need to do is open up Inkscape and type out the message we want our cake topper. In this case, let's start with happy birthday. The type tool is on the left-hand side and looks like a capital A. Click that and select which font you want in the drop-down menu in the upper left corner. Using that 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏 font, I type out happy birthday. Now let's get straight to the magic. I select on the arrow at the very top of that left-hand bar so I can select the words. To make the words bigger, you can drag out one of the arrows in the corner while holding Control to keep the proportions. While selected, go up to Path and down to Object to Path. Next, go up to Object and down to Ungroup. You can also right-click to find the ungroup on that menu or press Ctrl and Shift and then G. Now all the letters are in their own box, which means we can move them around individually. I want them to overlap so they are all one piece when we cut them out with our laser. This I in birthday needs to be separated further so it is connected to something. To do this, I select just the I and go up to Path and down to Break Apart. Now we can move that little dot over. Once everything is overlapped and looking very nice, select everything together and go up to Path and down to Union. And just like that, it's all one shape. To see where your cut line is, hold the Shift key and select a color on the bottom color bar. Otherwise, you can fine-tune your lines by going up to Object and down to Fill and Stroke. This will pop up a detailed menu on the right-hand side, and you can fiddle with those controls until it looks right to you. Now we need to make some stakes to hold this into the cake. Draw out a rectangle with the topmost square shape on the left side bar. You can change the exact measurements on the top horizontal bar beside the W and H. Be sure to select the right measurement type before you start going and typing in numbers in there. You could be surprised how different a millimeter is from an inch. While the rectangle is selected, go up to Path and down to Object to Path. Now when you double click it, you can see these little nodes. To make a spike, double click the line in the middle to make a new node and drag it down. Whether you need 1 or 2 spikes depends on how big your cake topper is. To align these spikes, go up to Object and down to Align and Distribute to find the Align buttons on that right-hand side bar. Once they are in place, make sure everything is selected together and, you guessed it, go up to Path and down to Union. One thing to note, if the union function isn't combining everything, make sure nothing is grouped together. So long as all the pieces are ungrouped and everything is selected, the union function should work. So there's our basic cake topper. For the next one, let's make a 2-layer custom cake topper. All right, this time the font isn't all whimsical, so we need to outline the words. Go through the usual font transformation by going up to Path, down to Object to Path, and then ungrouping them. I fiddle around with the look, and when they're looking pretty good, let's get it ready to outline. So even though these letters aren't overlapping, let's select everything and do the union function for them. They will now operate like one big object. Next, while it is selected, let's make a duplicate. To do this, hold and press the Control key and then press D. It will have made a copy right on top of itself. While selected, let's outline it with red by holding Shift and selecting red on the bottom bar, and clear out the black fill by selecting the leftmost white box with the red X in it. It's hard to see, but trust the process. Now you can go up to Path and down to Offset, or what I prefer is to hold the Control key and tap the right parentheses key until the outline is the size you'd like it to be. There are some shapes on the inside of the outline. To get rid of these, have the outline selected and go up to Object and down to Break Apart. Now we can delete those. I just need to get this to size. This alternatively could be engraved, or turn those inside letters into cut lines for your laser machine program. We just need to put some stakes on the bottom using what we went over in the last segment. Now we can send it to the laser. But first, let's make a quick cupcake topper so we don't waste any material. Those stakes can make fitting these cake toppers on your acrylic or wood difficult. Instead of wasting the material around the stakes, offer a few cupcake toppers to fill up that space. Once you get the hang of all of these functions, it just gets easier and easier. To make it the most profitable, let's talk about making a template. To make a template, pretty much all you need to do is have an idea in mind and make it. Well, mostly. Some people might be looking for very elegant designs for adults or cutesy designs for kids. And don't forget about the animals. Pet-specific cake toppers aren't something I've seen a lot of, so you might want to look into it. Once you have some sort of a template, all you need to do is go through these simple steps. Type out the name, move around the letters, and make it all one laserable shape with the union function. Even if your design isn't super mind-blowing, you can really zhuzh it up with exotic acrylic and wood. I'm always shopping around at Craft Closet for their massive collection. If you are working with a diode laser, don't fret. They have a whole separate catalog of diode-compatible materials. Don't feel like you are stuck with black acrylic or plain wood, because you aren't. Making a cake topper is a quick and easy craft to add to your laser business wares. If you'd like to see how many products I was able to make in just 1 hour, check out this video next. Or learn more Inkscape skills with this playlist. Happy crafting!